Yeah, good evening, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to New Trading Week. That was a weekend, guys. Today, I'm going to quickly recap, or let's say I'm just going straight forward to do this new week analysis based on some cryptocurrency and forex market. But firstly, before I start my analysis, I will first of all pay attention, check what happened on DXY. DXY will give us the market direction on USD. It's going to give us direction on how we are going to take USD pair. As it is now, this is a DXY on weekly time frame. That is what really happened here now is this. Since we have DXY on this weekly time frame now, can easily say that price still what we have this kind of price here, breakouts, and somebody might call this one as a retest, whatever the name you call it, but here it still happen to be a strong movement in which if you are trading the previous week high and low, we expect the price to push down a little bit to this level, somewhere around here. That is on 4 hour time frame. What activity do we have there on 4 hour time frame? You can see on 4 hour time frame, it has the information. That is, this is what actually happened. Now we are having price breakout this previous side on 4 hour time frame. Give us clear move. Definitely respect this one and have a rejection here. We don't really know what is going to happen because this might be confusion. That is okay. What you are looking for, okay, if price break this one, price manage break here, can you test back here and go up or come down here? So anything, whatever your bias is, always do what pay attention to the bigger picture. So people who pay attention to those people who know study the movement of DSY, you actually know that if DSY is buying, Euro USD will be selling. If Euro USD is selling, DXY is buying. At this point, we are making a confirmation that this DSY is buying. We expect Euro USD to keep buying, to keep selling for now. I mean, since DSY is selling now, we expect Euro USD to keep buying at a point. So if this one can sell all the way from here to somewhere around here or to somewhere around here, you know the number of movement that even USD is going to do when the stop buying started. And besides, you can even easily switch to lower time frame, the activity you have from lower time frame to see the clear bias what we are going to do on this coming week. You can see now that this is what we have here. Generally, if you hold, you can agree with me that if price manage get to this one on DSI, I'm expecting the price to push down to this level. To those of us that are explaining other blocks in. So what I really mean here now is this, that this price should do something. When market open, I might decide to go up like this, then drop down to this level. And when price set down to this level, actually you should supposed to know that Euro USD will be buying. Then to now go do the clear retest to somewhere around or somewhere around, then set down to this level. That is for DSY. Now, those of you who are looking for to trade a good pair, then let's start from Euro USD. I love Euro USD because it gives easy profit without any harm. Which normal. Now, I shared this setup before market close last week that okay, Euro USD has started what? Has started buying when we have the strong economy. But what really happened here, let's check on weekly previous week. What really happened last week? We have this information previous week. I agree with you that those of you that I took a physical class, if you can still remember, I told you people that Euro USD is coming down. You can see this now. There's no cause for alarm. That is, let's see what will happen here. Now, I told you guys that when price break out, always look for a retest back within the trend line. See what happened here. Now, and some people will agree with me that you can still spot another trend line here. Now, if you come back, if you zoom this one, You see what really happened there. Look at what happened now here. When price goes up, give us this report, we expect price to come back at least 61% Fibonacci level, which is here. And price did exactly what we read on video. When price get to there, it goes up. For somebody like me, I wait for price to come down here, and price did what? Price surely come back here. Now, you agree with me that this area I marked there is the 61% Fibonacci level. If you are using Fibonacci level here from here to here, you can see this is 61% Fibonacci level. For somebody like me, I told you that when there is impulse move like I explained to some people that when there is impulse move like this, expect the price to come back to the last either bullish candle when the price goes up, last bearish candle when the price goes up, last bullish candle when the price goes down. Now look at the impulse move, price goes up this way, boom. You expect the price, at least this is your target first. But somebody like me, I don't target because from if I feel from here to here, it's 61% volatility level. So I will wait for price to react to this one, all this level, and you can see as the way the price reacts to this one. So this is the area of entry now. Definitely on lower time frame, this euro USD must have started buying, which I'm looking forward to buy euro USD instead of selling now. Now let's switch to daily time frame. What do we have on daily time frame? You can see this one now. Whatever strategy you are using, I'm less concerned with whatever strategy you are using. So I only trade it based on what works for me perfect, and my system has not failed me since numbers of days now, or year or month sef. So there is no sure strategy. The only thing we need to pay attention is what to control your emotion, and when you are taking a trade, always wait for your setup to mature before you take any trade. Now you can consider this now on 4 hour time frame. You have this information. This is not for educative purpose. Since price fails to break this level now, when market opens today, you can still expect something like this. Forget about this one. The price might still come down to this level, come down back here to which we are having a formation. Those of you that know how to trade it. So when we see this kind of information, we actually know what to do. To those of you that explain the market, but no matter how the case may be, just watch for your strategy, watch for your entry around this zone. If price might come down again, just watch for your entry around this zone, and your target is up. What's your target now? What's your stop loss? You don't just jump into the private market open because of 15-minute time frame. You should surely see additional information. So this 15-minute time frame, wait for the price. The price has started buying already when market open. Expect your entry around this area. If you can't find the entry here, when price get to this one now, don't jump into buy. We are going to have new day low here. They will drop the price down when they low, then price started going up. Very simple. Not that hard, man. Let's go to gold or USD. USD. Now, look at gold. Gold don't have any other information than trickish information. So I shared this one buy because since all numbers of days now that you are looking for opportunity to buy, and what really happened here, let me play the setup so that you can see the information. So I picked this one for, let's start from weekly time frame as well. This is what you have on weekly time frame. Yeah, this is what you have for weekly time frame. Here, price break this trend. We are waiting for price to come down to this level before you can start selling to feel this level. When price come to this level, and you can see this rejection candle, sell, buy, sell, consolidation now. This one now, price is still ranging within the previous with high and low. Until price leave this channel before you take a decision. But if you said if but you agree with me that this buy might come up to this level, then started selling, or started selling from the current level it is now down to this level. So in this case you have to wait for price, you have to wait for price around this zone. So so you have to wait for price to come, you have to wait for price to come down to this level. But on 4 hours on daily time frame, what information do we have on daily time frame? You can see that the weekly high and low is this price is still ranging within that region, except the price break up in then you must continue to buy or price come down here. But I have overall bias that the price is still coming down to this level, and simply because I can still connect my trend line to somewhere around here. That is, the trend has been broken. Here might be the retest, and here might be the retest. This information, let's see what happened on 4 hours time frame. See 4 hour time frame now, in which price is still finding it very difficult to break this level here now. You can see this one. So price might get to this one again, set down where we are looking for opportunity to do what? To buy. Or somewhere around here, set down. Or price might clear this place off, then respect all this one, or come back to this level. Anything that can happen. So all you need is your bias now before you place a buy or before you place a sell is that let the price give us clear move here, clear this level or clear this level. But if price find its level here and you see a confirmation candle to sell, you can sell from here down, can sell down. But if you didn't give any, let the price break above, give us new high. It can be new day high or new week high. If price break this level, we are having new week high here. If price break this level, we are having new week low. So your decision now is just to patiently wait, because this is the one of the biggest setup so far, in which when you are looking for good opportunity you can trade the gold based on the fact that gold always respect your setup. How? Look at this now, look at this scenario. We have this is 4 hour time frame. Do you know that you can still spot another thing on this 4 hour time frame by clear your chart? Let me show you what I mean. No, if you can still spot another thing here, look at here. The trend is broken, so definitely price is likely to go back here, then retest again from here, then you can continue buying to this level. So from here you can join the sell again, and price to give us new higher high, then started selling anything. We can see the clear in which normal, even though on lower time frame, other lower time frame like 15 minute time frame, we still have other information. I can't give more detail on this setup because this is not educated training class. It's just for trading purpose, not for teaching purpose. I have my bias to say that look for buying when price get to this one, if it test back to this level or to this level, you buy and hold your trade for long. I have shared this setup before. So I believe that price action always respects lower time frame before the bigger time frame, because every time frame has its own interpretation and information. Like this one now, price clear this off, breakout. So some people might say here is the retest, fine, but somebody like me, I will wait for price to come back around here. Let's see to maybe 1 hour time frame, we see additional interpretation here. Now look at additional interpretation. Definitely this price is likely to drop down more. Look at it here. That is why I will always pay attention to lower time frame and bigger time frame. Here is about to clear. If this place is clear, wait for price to go here. When price go to go here, started selling or break this level, anything you can see now. And in which in 15 minute time frame, we still have additional information. Look at 15 minute time frame where I ask you people to now you sell from here down to somewhere around here. Sell from here. Now when market give us clear new days here around here, new days high of Friday, I told people to sell. Your TP1 should be around here and the TP will happen. So those people who wan trade it, they are on profit. Now the price will pass now. Is it possible for this price to give us something like information? Come down here where we have to clear other block. I'm expecting the price to respect this place to come back to this level now. No matter what is going to happen, price will surely come back to this level or to come back to all this level here. Anything can happen. So for somebody like me, if market open, I will be looking for opportunity to do what? To sell instead of buy for now. Short, temporary short, something like this. Short before you take a buy position to somewhere like this. But you need to make your valid confirmation before you can sell. Because I ask you to sell doesn't mean you should sell, because I always wait for confirmation. And normal to those people I'm teaching, we have different ways of confirming our trade. We are using candle, we are using BTMF, we are using other block, we are using tree C trader. And besides, we always pay attention to the zone in which we are looking to take decision. Our decision is based on only New York session where we normally take a trade. We don't focus on other session, but New York session is the best time that we normally enter our trade. That is that for gold. Now let's see USD card. USD card as at last week, from the beginning of last week, I tell the numbers of people to sell. Let's pay attention to the daily time frame. That is, if you sell UXD card, price was around here. I'm coming USD card on daily time frame, on weekly time frame. Let's see what happen on weekly time frame. On weekly time frame, you have this information. Yes, I remember. So I still hold myself. And when we switch to daily time frame, we have this. Now, on the, there was a Zoom meeting like that where the price was around here, and I told them you don't need to buy at this level. Instead, look for opportunity to. You don't need to buy at this level. Look for opportunity to sell because of this strong impulse move. Now, what's the reason for me to sell around that zone? I have clear reason before I say okay, you people should sell around that zone. I'm come, let me see if I can see that information, because I actually know that here, yeah, it's from here. I go back based on history here. Here, this is what make us give me a bias confirmation to sell instead of hold. Is it this one? I think, let me see. I will project it to the front so that you can know. Let me project it to the front. Settings, settings, plus visibility, coordinate 2000. Okay. I think it should be that soon here and here. When price drop down here, see somewhere around here. Can see respect here. Okay. It should be here then. It's here. Now, this is my consideration that when price drop from this level, you expect USD card to continue selling. Instead, price goes up here like you want to continue selling, go up, retest, come down again, go up again, go up again. So this price still respect all this zone. So if you look at what I project, if you look at what I projected, you see what I mean now. So as at last 2 weeks, as at last week, rather the beginning of as at last week Sunday, the price was around here, and I say instead of you to sell, or instead of you to uh, to buy it from here, price was here. Instead of you buying from here, you should sell. Rather, people say here is a clear support, but I say no. Price we still need it to come back to respect this zone. Then those people who sell took this sell from here, and I still come up again on Friday that okay, you can buy USD card. Then you buy USD card. Is it on Friday or Thursday? You buy USD card. I say okay, oh, no, I think on Wednesday buy USD card. USD card buy to this level. Okay, now I now told you that okay, oh, USD card is now ready for sale. Don't expect the price to go back to this zone because the USD card has cleared this particular place already. Based on the information, the price is still within other block, and you can see here support here become resistance, confirmation to sell, 4 hour time frame. Can you see? So if you place a sell last week, expect your sell from here. Now you are selling all the way from here. Sorry, this was short position. Somebody like me, I'm on this trace since Friday. I sell from here, so the TP is here now. Short bank and short trade, that is USD card. If you are still looking for opportunity to sell, don't jump to sell for now because the price will still go up. From then you can now join sell with confidence. This is it. You are selling all the way from there down to this level, which here will be TP1, TP2, TP3. Even though if you are looking for buying opportunity, you can still, I still prefer to buy at this level instead of buying at this level. I will rather wait for price to come down here before I can look for opportunity to buy. Very, very simple. And on Hero card, that's the last setup I'll be going to do. On Hero card, this is Hero card. I don't really like this pair like that, but let's see what will happen with the time frame. On Hero card, wow, I did this setup self, I forget to imagine. So those people, I mean, I don't even pay attention to this trade. You can see how market normally work. I have this setup before, price goes up, give us the information, then drop down. If you mix this trade, you can always look for additional entry. You reach your next entry, you expect the price to reverse here, and you did what? You did that. When price get to that level, what happen? Consolidating, then finally price break down. So now, if you are looking, what are you looking for on Eurocard now is this. Eurocard has did what we want it to do. Look at here, somebody like me, I will mark it again. Is there any connection line here? No. So I have my connection line here now. That is my TP1. If I'm selling Euro card now, I mark it TP1 and TP2. So now currently we have this information. Are we going to buy or sell? Nobody knows. If you are buying, fine. If you are selling, fine. We only know the reason why you are buying. But somebody like me, what I'm going to do now, I wait for this buy that is going up now. Try to go up here, and I'll set down to TP1, TP2. I have my own clear reason in which the reason can not be understand here except those people who I'm teaching, those my students. Because number one, this other block price has cleared, this other block come to the other side. I'm expecting price to go back to that zone then before I can sell. Now let's check what happened on daily time frame. Can you see now on daily time frame we are having something like extended W here now. So price might go up like that. That is exactly what I'm expecting. But in the absence of that, we might still find other useful information that is. Look at here now. If you check this one on 4 hour time frame, this place has valid information. I always trade impulse move. Look at the impulse move here, price drop down. I expect the price go back here, you go back here. Now this one then I expect the price to go back here, you go back here. So if price fails to start selling from here, then price will surely come back to this level. On 4 hour time frame, what do we have for 4 hour time frame? So on this is 4 hour time frame now. We don't have any other information, essential information like that than to connect our trend line. If by mistake this trend line is broken with clear breakout, not all those anyhow breakout, with clear impulse breakout, you expect the price to go up there to do the retest first, then buy up to this level where we are looking for entry to set, then set down, draw our trend line. Now, before we can sell, we are anticipating buy for now. How do you spot your entry now? Do not buy for now. Wait for market to give you clear direction, that is this kind of trade now. You can see a clear breakout here now. I can see that price will still come back here. Price will still come down here. If you switch to like 4 hour time frame or 15-minute time frame, you can see and agree with me now that okay, this is 1 hour time frame. Somebody like me, I wait for price to come down to this level along from here again now. From here to here or to here. So here will be this one will be TP1 and TP2. So that is all for my major, that is the major pair I'm going to, that is those are the pair I'm going to focus on for this week. Although I trade both a lot, but the little one I did the analysis, I will see what their movement and focus and trade the particular one which have potential result instead of jumping from one particular pair to another particular pair. So thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like my YouTube page. As well, you can still invite your friend. I still remain Abidemi the owner of Profit Point Trading Academy. I'm expecting you to do more on this setup. Don't just go live on this setup. Do your own background research before you can place any trade. Always note that you are only responsible for your loss, because you are only responsible for your loss. You should know that trading forex market is a game of what 50-50, and when you are trading a 50-50 market, you need a chance to control it. You need that power and that skill to control the market, in which the market is going to favour you 80 to 90%, while the remaining 10% will be on market bias. You can see the reason why I told you that I'm expecting this trade to come down first. You can see this breakout, and it has not done return. It will come back to do a retest before it's finally buy. That is how I trade my market. I don't trade with indicators, trade with moving average or whatsoever. I only trade basically naked charts only. So I don't need to combine with any BTMM or anything for now, because the class is not for educative purpose but for trading purpose. I hope to see you guys again next week or during the week to do normal market recap, to check what really happened on the previous day. Somebody like me, this is best trade I can trade for this week. At the same time, you can always look after other page, looking simple approach. You don't need to jump from one strategy to another strategy. Keep your eyes clear. Always trade what you see, not what any other person see. You can do more only if you sponsor yourself to learn the forex market. Nobody come to this one with this skill. Everybody pay a mentorship or learn from one in one way to the other. Whatever you learn for free don't has value, but whatever you pay value for, you only earn the respect forever. Today, nobody's know me because I'm not yet popular, but I might be small, but I can still control the number of adults in the forex market when it comes to technical analysis and teaching. So, and I always tell my students that don't look at me as a ghost when it comes to technical analysis. You can do more than I do. You can even do better than your mentors, only if you pay attention and you trust the process. And this is the only market that you can come in and make a profit. The only market you can start and you know your profit and your risk at the end of the day. No business you can set up for a month and for you to determine the loss you are going to incur and the profit you are going to incur. But in forex market, the day you place the day, you actually know your profit and loss at the end of the trade. It's either it favour you or it fails you. Thank you for being part of my channel. See you guys again next week.